Hey guys, welcome aboard for this week's video. We're doing some engine maintenance. We got oil change, fuel filter change, water separator change, and swapping out a piece on our vented loop to stop one of our water leaks. There's not a lot of thrills and frills and music and crazy editing in this video because this video isn't a fun video. This video sucks. This process is a pain. You'll see it as we go. It's the time frame on this has been cut down so much, so it doesn't look like it's a pain in the butt, but it's a pain in the butt. It takes way too long. It's just one of those things. But join along. Hopefully you'll learn something from this, get something out of it, even if it's a laugh at my stupidity. So enjoy the video. Okay, I didn't record this process because I'm fighting this pump, man. Every time I do this, I have to fight this pump. I don't like this pump. If there's a better way, please let me know in the comments because I don't like this pump. Anyway, I have this pump. I got it from Harbor Freight. This is the engine. I can come back later or leave it in the comments, whichever one I get around to, and leave you the stats on the engine. But essentially, you put the tube into here, you put the other end down into the dipstick hole, and you pump like hell, and it sucks all the oil out through the dipstick tube. Doesn't work great. Like I said, you got to pump like hell. It doesn't get all of it out. It is what it is. If you got a better way, please let me know, because I hate this thing with a passion. Right now I'm gonna go run to Napa or Advanced or whatever's around here and dump this oil and get a jug of new oil. I've already got filters. I'm gonna swap the oil filter, the fuel filter on the engine, and the fuel water separator that I added in the back, and we're gonna go from there. I'm gonna try to get all this on camera. The lighting sucks. It's tight spaces. There's probably gonna be zero sound because I'm probably gonna be cussing a lot. Last time I did this, it's aggravating that a 15-minute oil and filter change takes 3 hours. So all part of the process, right? So what we got is right there is the fuel filter, which essentially does not fit in there gracefully, I guess would be the word for it. You gotta like tuck it and bend it and do all. It's a pain. And there's the oil filter there behind that hose. That one's relatively easy. That one's not a big deal. The fuel filter really sucks, and hopefully they're not on tight. I didn't put them on tight last time, but sometimes they seize on there. So we're gonna try to get all this on camera. If not, I'm just gonna cut to the finish, and I'll tell you about the engine. See what I tell you, it's never as easy as it's supposed to be. Okay, one true fashion, this ain't working. I gotta go back to the parts store. For some reason, and I don't know why, the filter that I have is a Universal Marine oil filter, and it's the right part number, but it's bigger than the Sierra filter that I had on it that I changed last time. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. So we'll run back to the parts store and we'll get a Sierra filter because I know that fits. I haven't used this Universal one before. It came with the boat, so it might be the wrong part number, but I'm gonna use the Sierra filter. I'm gonna try this again. Boat 2, Kev 0. Alright, so I went to 4, including West Marine, 4 part stores, and I got some of the Sierra filters for backup at West Marine. The Fram fuel filter that's on the motor down here that I'm about to change, nobody had it, and they said that the distributor didn't have it. It's not an obsolete item, it's just nobody has any in stock or none's available. So I'm going to try to use the Universal Marine fuel filter that was on the boat. It looks like it's about the right size, so we're gonna see. If it's not the right size, then I'm going to leave that one alone for now, and I'm just going to replace the fuel water separator, and try to order the Fram filter. But hopefully the Universal one fits. It is the designated Universal Marine filter for this engine, so hopefully it's the right part. That's just it. Well, cool, that went a lot easier than last time. I don't know why I struggled so hard last time. I think it was this rod right here for the, I believe that's the fuel, either the fuel shut off or the throttle, one of the two. And it looks like it's kind of bent a little bit from last time. But yeah, last time it was not that easy. And I made a big old mess. I still spilled some diesel, but I think most of it got caught in my cloth thing, oil absorber, whatever. I don't know, we'll clean that up and figure it out. Now we gotta get down in this hole and swap out this water separator. Let me get down in here. Right there's the water separator. There's no real good way to get in here. I gotta do some work in here. I'm gonna remove this rotten little shelf and this water heater that's behind me. I gotta get rid of it, and this whole lazarette's got some stuff I need to address, but that's another day right now. That girl right there, that's the goal. Okay, I didn't film any more down in that hole. There wasn't nowhere to put the camera, and it would have been a long video anyway. It took me 2 hours to get it off and to get it out the hole, and then to get the bowl separated. I ended up making a big mess. It's having to clean up as you go, be environmentally friendly, not spill diesel fuel, being in tight spaces with filters that are stuck on. It's not as easy as you would think. And I come from a diesel mechanic background in a shop. This is not a shop environment at all. Everything takes longer. But so we got that done. It's over for now. I got a vented loop. The vent on the vented loop I ordered, so I'm going to put a pause on engine maintenance until I get that in, and then I can continue looking at a few things that I want to try to address. So that's all we're gonna do for engine right now. We're gonna put a pin in that, and we're gonna start on some other projects. All right, so the part came in for the vented loop, the marine vacuum breaker. The other one's cracked right there on the thread, so we're gonna change that out. And I also got some good hose clamps to go on this this exhaust hose, because these other ones are leaking a little bit. So this guy's leaking, he's cracked. I'll show you when I take it off. And these old hose clamps are just rusty, and they're rusty and nasty and leaking a little bit. So we're gonna crawl down in this hole, we're gonna swap that out, and then we're gonna see if that stops our leak. I know that for a fact this is one of our leaks, but I don't know if this is all, so we're gonna find out. Right there, that's where it was cracked and leaking from. I don't know exactly how tight this needs to be, but because it's plastic going on to stainless, I don't want to crack it, so I'm just going to do it as tight as I can do, hand tight for now, and we're going to see. Y'all don't beat me up too much about my engine bay right here. I know she needs some love. I know it's dirty. I know there's a lot going on. Don't beat me up too much. I'm working on it. The important thing is she runs. Okay? I do still have a leak, and you can't really see it, but it's down here. It's coming from the, looks like the center of the rear of the motor. It's water, so it has to be coming from the cooling system. I don't know if there's a pinhole in a hose, or if there's a hose clamp that's busted, but it's a pain in the butt to get back there. So I'm not gonna mess with that today. Eventually I'm gonna mess with that. I've got some other things I got going on, and I really don't want to crawl back into that hole. There's no good way to get in there, right? You're standing on your head, you're reaching, and it doesn't help that I'm 6'3". So I'm gonna fight that battle another day. For now though, I'm gonna count that as a win. I got the vented loop fixed and the hose clamps replaced. The oil has been changed, the fuel filters have been changed, and she's running. So we're gonna stop right there for now, and we're gonna work on some other stuff. So stay with us. And in case any of y'all are having the same issue with the vacuum breaker on your vented loop, West Marine didn't have this, and nobody really knew where to tell me to go to get this. So I just did a quick Google search once I found out it was called a marine vacuum breaker, because I didn't know what it was called. I pulled up 3 different websites that I could get it from. 2 of them, one looked kind of sketchy. Neither one of those would let me order it. The site was glitching, so I ended up using citymarinestore.com, CITI marinestore.com. They ended up having it, and it shipped within like I think I got it. It shipped the next day. I think I got it like 3 or 4 days later. So just a little heads up in case you're having that same issue. Don't buy a $150 vending loop, buy a $27 plastic piece. Alright guys, well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Like I said, it's kind of hard to film that kind of stuff. There's tight spaces, there's nowhere to really put the camera. It's a very long process. I do a lot of cussing. And it's hard as I'm trying to use my brain to troubleshoot through stuff and figure stuff out. It's just filming all that's difficult. I'm still working on trying to figure out that part of this whole process. Cause my brain, I just go into work mode and I don't think about filming and camera angles and all that stuff. I'm just trying to get stuff done. So I'm working on that. Hopefully future projects will get a little bit better. But we got a lot more going on. That's enough of the engine work for now. We've got some paint stuff we got to do. I got a hatch repair I got to do. I got some electrical stuff coming up at some point. I haven't started yet, so things are coming together, but we still got a long way to go. So make sure you stay with us. Tune in next week. Give us a like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you then.